G'day, I'm Ash. Welcome yourselves back to War Thunder. Been struggling to get content out for this game. I've tried countless hours trying to get something usable for some kind of footage. Alas, we're going to have to dive into some of the things that were shown on live stream. One of the viewers in chat asked that I play the Firecrest, and I'm not normally one for playing the Firecrest, but this map caught me off guard because not only did I have an air spawn as an attacker, I didn't spawn at the airfield, and I spawned halfway basically across the battlefield, which means in about 2 seconds you're about to see the whole entire enemy air force, as I'm just spotting dots all around me. Now, this aircraft is completely and overpowered. It's literally the guns. It was a very bad vehicle at 3.0. It was 3.3 if I remember correctly. Now it's 2.3. Yeah, a vehicle like this, 2.3, there you go, you've already got some of the heavy fighters and the Stukas and the SPD and everything else like that. My goodness me. This thing deserves an episode of history on its own, and if you like history, then I have a secondary channel which I'm building up. I accidentally published a video here yesterday about the Australian Zeros, or the acquisition of that. Anyway, moving on. FC-20 Abyss tries to come head on, and there is all the fighters. That is literally a gold mine of stuff to shoot. At this point, I'm going, well, okay, heavy fighter tried to go head on with me. I don't really want to go head on with 109. Let's pull around. And this is the weirder part, because I'm the only fighter in this area that had an air spawn like this on a very small map. This is exactly why map design in War Thunder is really important. This is stupid. Had those guys been paying attention up the very top, they would have been able to kill me. Unfortunately for these two, I'm going to nail them because they're just AFK, right? These don't count as kills. They're just sort of accessories to the fact that now I've got the whole entire enemy team on my 6. And somehow, this just goes well. Right, so I've taken a little bit of damage. Now is the time to run away. Defensive flying now, and we're going to pull down. We've got 3 kills thus far. We've now got a P-36, an F-3 F2, a HE-100, and a 109 F1 on my tail. More concerned about the HE-100 and the 109 directly on my 6. Anti-air is trying to light me up from the airfield. We are trying to book it home. Doing about 500 kilometers an hour. This is probably one of the fastest aircrafts I know. But what am I doing? I don't know. I think I'm having a bit of fun, you know? Normally, I die at that situation right here. But for some reason, the enemy team had a rush of stupid to the brain, and we've basically just absorbed a bunch of damage. Just not really just focusing. We're just sort of flinging our aircraft around with the maps. That's basically what I can describe. Now, the F1 has gone into a bit of a loop, and I have an F3F with 50 kills on my 6. It's an interesting mix of aircraft, because HE-100 is probably the most lethal one that can catch up to me. Only doing 340 kilometers an hour after I've done that stupid maneuver. This aircraft, for some reason, is really resilient. They're still on me. They're still chasing me. How am I still alive? I should be completely and utterly removed from this match already, but alas, that is not the case yet. My friendlies are still climbing. They'll probably end up by killing all these guys right here, but just this. I don't think I've ever seen such a lemming train. Like, I normally get chased off the map sometimes as a content creator, but you know, I'm not exactly a competitive content creator. I just make videos on random stuff and somehow that just gets me views. This, it's almost like they've run out of ammo. In fact, they have run out of ammo. 3 of them have pulled off, and it's just that one F1, and now he's going to go pull off. Now, I've got a critical decision. I can turn back around and head after that 109F, or I can just go back and land. Now, normally I'd go and chase them, but they're heading back to the airfield. So, in come the friendly fighters to polish them off because they haven't climbed. I've been basically a massive distraction. Yeah, we're basically guaranteed to win this, and here comes the cavalry. Now, this aircraft used to be the worst squadron research reward vehicle out there. Now, I think it's possibly one of the best vehicles you can use if you want to dominate low tiers. Nothing like screwing over your opponents, like, you know, just flying around in their spawn as they're taking off. Again, map design is important here. And a match like this shouldn't have happened in the bloody first place. It's why every aircraft should be reviewed for whether or not they should get an air spawn or not. Because I might only have 3 kills, but technically I've won the match for the whole entire team, and really that's kind of the important thing there. Now, I could have performed a little bit better in this, yes, but this is just an average aircraft. Like, this Blackburn aircraft wasn't very good when it was tested. It was only tested with dummy weights. The fact that it's got the machine guns that does is kind of interesting. Stupid just said hello to the ground. Rip. But we're going to go back, rearm, land, and then we're going to have a bit of fun. Because, well, this game's basically over. And I've done what I needed to do. I've basically secured and won this match. Map design, though. Big, important thing. Maybe they need to think about this, because this machine, I can see it going back up in battle rating at this rate, even though it is probably one of the worst squadron research point vehicles out there. It still is really, really impressive, especially when it can do 500 kilometers an hour, has M2s or M3s. Sure, it only has 600 rounds of ammunition, but my goodness, you pair that up with incendiary ammunition and you have something like, well, like this. You don't even have to do anything, I swear. You just walk your guns on target and there you go. It just kills things. My goodness me, the Fire Crest. Unfortunately, that's the end of the match, but I do have a small announcement. If you guys are going to the Wings of Illawarra Air Show in Australia, New South Wales, then by all means come and say hello. I'll be there on the Saturday. I won't be there on the Sunday, although that's debatable as of yet. Otherwise, I'll post on social media where I'll be meeting up with some people, and I might even do a question and answer the next following day. So keep an eye out on social media posts if you want to ask me any questions. Otherwise, that is the Fire Crest, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.